This is the shuriken ttckji. You can throw it like this and this. You fold a triangle like this and make sure the end is very straight. And do this 4 more times. And then fold it like this and fold the one on the, do not fold the higher one, fold the lower one first. You fold the lower one here and the higher one next, and the lower one, and for the last, the higher one. Put this in the higher one and then push it. Especially these sides, because these sides are the easiest to if this part is flat, then it's very unlikely to be loosed. And you put this aside and do the same with these. You put the lower one first, then the higher one, then the lower one. And for the last, we have 2 ttckjis, but we don't use glue now. So you just fold it like this, and you put this inside here. If you see it, there is a hole. Push this yellow paper inside the hole like this. And now put this on top of the lower ttckji and fold the lower one and make a ttckji like this. Now, we are done with this part. Now we're going to do these blade-like ones. We get 8 strips of paper. It does not have to be shiny. It just has to be the same size as the one we folded the ttckjis. If it's not the same size, there might be a problem when we make them to one. So we'll put the ttckji aside for a second and get a glue and a scissors. Okay. Now we want to make a blade-like shape. So we have to make it very straight. So the blade is not like weary shaped. This is the blade's most important. Make this really not like so big. Make this like this, and then we fold it again, and we fold this like this. But if this one goes out, then there might be a problem. So we don't make it go like that. We cut this part, and then we cut this part. We're only going to use these, not this. So put this away and now use the glue. Get ttckji here, and then use the glue to paint all over the last straight one. And then put this inside of here. You have a hole like this, but not inside this hole. We'll put this inside here, and we'll put this one inside of here, and then put the glue, do the same thing as this one. Put the glue here and here so it will stick very well, and put in the opposite side of what you put in the first one. And then you put this aside, and then you get the second one here. You get this one here, and this one here. Do the same thing as the one before, but only a teensy-weensy little bitty difference. Last time we did this, we are not going to do like that. Actually, we are going to do like that, but we're only going to do this one-sided. And then we get this whole thing over, and then we fold this, not in perfect half, but make this third. Make one piece of the paper third. There is a strong 1 and a 2 straight line. Make this strong, and then we fold this, and then we fold this, and then we fold this here, and then this here. We fold this here, and this here. And then we cut this part, and we cut this part in half. It's different, so it's okay if these two are a little different. It just needs to be similar. And we put this here. We do the glue here, and we put this inside of here. Put this inside of here. Get the flat one facing here, like this. But what I did not tell you first was that this ttckji had two forms. this is the attack form, and you do it like this. And this, it becomes the alternate form. This is the strongest form, and this is not weak, but the alternate form is way more stronger. So you just keep that in mind. So we are doing this. We put glue here once again, and put this here. Put the flat one here. Push this way more farther than you did with the gold, so it looks like the gold is more long. If it doesn't go in very much, then you do like this and you push this inside, and then you make the shape, and then you push it in again. You just push it in more and more and more and more and more until it is the right size for this. And you push this in like this until it is the same size as the first one that got in, or the second one that got in. Like this, you put this inside here like this. Like I said, these two doesn't have to be exactly the same. They just have to be right shapes. So, when you do this, get them apart like this. And now you make the room for what we are going to do. So we made this like this. So we won't need these two. But these papers are only making the shape where the real swords will go in. So we'll just put them. We don't really need them for anything else, so we'll just do this. And then we will make this for the real one. We'll make it like this, and then fold this like this, and then we'll fold it like this, and then we'll use the scissors again. And then we put these inside of there, but once again, put the sharp, put the not sharp, put the glue on the non-sharp one. And we will do like this. and then put the glue on here, and then put this inside of here, and then put this like this, and then put this inside of there, and then fold it out again, and then put like this, put this in, and then we do like this and like this. Disturb the gold one, like you disturb the gold one and the blue one until they are perfectly right. Like this. Like this. Like this and like this. We are done with the first big sword part. Almost done with the first big sword part. We push this here. And then we are done with the first big sword part. And for the second big sword part, we will do this here. We do it like this and like this. You know? Many of you will really know the part where I made this if you are a ttckji professional or you follow them a lot. And then we're down to the last one. We do this. And then we get them apart and do 2 thirds again. But I know I said there we use 3. I mean 8, but we're only going to use 7 because I think many of you will think it is a little like, I think many of you will think like it's a little hard, so but when I always plan to do 8, but this is not made of 8, so don't worry. You can still make this. You can make this of 3. So you put glue here and here. And you put this and on here. But if you really think you can handle the hard, then you can do 8. I am going to use 8 papers on this video. But if you think it's hard, you can always go out and leave a like on the way. And if you have plans for what I have to do, just comment down below. And now for the 8th. You can still make this part when you do 7, but if you like to do this whole part, then you have to do 8 because you just follow the one you did before. And cut this in half, and then do this glue here, and then you put this here, and then do the same as this one. And then for the last one, you make this inside. I know it could have been a bit hard for someone's, but and if you have any ideas, just comment down below like I said. And I hope you made a successful watching when you watch this video. Goodbye.